Every day in the life of Lou Fletcher gets a little harder. He leads the simple life in the mountains on the western edge of Douglas County with his wife of 61 years, Nell.
We went camping on our honeymoon, which nobody did in '53.
Right after saying "I do," they said "I can."
And bought a bunch of fruit and came home and canned it. We wound up finishing up our honeymoon can. So.
And we made tomato ketchup, and we canned tomatoes, and we canned peaches, and we've just been doing it ever since.
What they're doing is living the life of homesteaders.
To me, it's being independent, living with nature, living on the land.
That's the life I've always wanted to live.
The carrots in this row, and they're still growing, doing good.
They grow their own food.
We haven't bought a vegetable for years and years, yeah.
Harvest their own meat.
Actually, Lou taught me how to cook things like oxtail and liver and tongue.
Heat their own home.
This time of year, it has been getting putting wood in for the winter.
And yes, they still can.
If you raise it, why go to town and buy it?
Homesteading is also about just plain surviving. Their home
It's just a little over a mile this way.
barely escaped the Schoonover fire
That whole thing burned, as you see from all the way along here.
and the Hayman fire.
The fireball is lit and burned them out. These trees this was all blackened through here, and but we lost one cabin.
This land has been in Fletcher's family since 1933. Fletcher's Ranch is now an official historic landmark.
We saw a mountain lion come down over the steps, head for the chicken yard, and I stopped and jumped out and run to the house to get a firearm.
Every day,
This is ridiculous.
life gets a little harder.
I'm tired of just sitting. Broke my wrist, tore my leg up.
3 weeks ago, their dog pulled Nell down while going after a chicken, killing it.
He said, "We got to get you to the emergency room." I said, "Not before you dress out the chicken. I'm not going to waste that meat."
Not gonna waste good chicken.
And then we went to the emergency room.
I'm not going to admit it on this, but yeah, she's the boss. Don't tell her I said that, though.
But between the laughs, there is something serious here on Fletcher's Ranch for this couple that is now in their 80s.
What's going to happen to this place once we're gone?
That's why their granddaughter, Ashley Lindbergh, is here. Some of the children and grandchildren are taking over the duties of the homestead.
I just love this type of lifestyle. I love being outside of town and not having to worry about going to the supermarket.
It's part of our heritage, and we need to carry on the heritage.
And learn how to do things right.
We got your tomatoes pulled.
I'm very happy my daughter's able to move down here with my grandchildren to teach them this lifestyle.
They're learning how to live from the couple named National Homesteaders of the Year by Grit magazine.
I thought, we've really earned it. we've worked hard at it for 61 years. We've earned it.
One of our prizes for winning was a whole stack of books on homesteading.
I thought it was a joke.
We've been doing that for 61 years. Now they're going to tell us how, you see.
DIY projects for DIY projects. Shoot, Lou's been a DIYer from the day he was born, I think.
And as they get older,
Here's some choke cherries from last year that he had made jelly out of.
they admit they're not totally self-sufficient anymore.
We finally got a cell phone.
We have a dishwasher.
I have never picked up on the computer. I've never used it.
We have a gas stove.
First thing you know, they'll be putting a man on the moon, you know.
You do know that they've done that, right?
Yeah, yes.
Living the life Lou learned from his own father, who worked to maintain this ranch before him.
Then all of a sudden he got caught up, and I swear he went out on the porch and put his feet up and died. So I'm not going to let that happen to me.
The simple life, where every day for Lou Fletcher
Yeah, it's getting tougher.
is rewarding.